Filipinas getting married overseas can still wear that classic Filipinana and Terno for their weddings. Thanks to this Toronto-based designer. We meet Jillian San Juan for tonight's Pinoy Pride, live from Toronto in Canada. Jillian, congratulations on your success and on being a Filipino pride.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So tell us, what made you passionate in creating Filipiniana wedding gowns when you were born, raised, and educated in Canada?
So the first time I made a Filipiniana collection, it was actually for my thesis collection while I was studying in university, my final year's collection. And I happened to be in the Philippines the summer before my final year. And that was something that sort of inspired me to do a collection that touched back on my roots, or that I was able to share my culture with everyone else. Also, for context, being born and raised here in Canada, being based here in Toronto, where we have a very diverse population, I found that when I was doing this collection way back in 2018, not a lot of people, whether it be the general population or even those within the Filipino community, could imagine the butterfly sleeves or the silhouette when you would say the term terno. And I found that strange because in general, a lot of people could imagine, the Japanese kimono. They could easily imagine the Indian sari or the Chinese cheongsam or qipao, the Korean hanbok, things like that. But when it came to the Filipino cultural form of dress, not a lot of people knew what it was. And so that
Jillian,
kind of encouraged me to do a culturally related collection in order to spread awareness of our Filipino culture through fashion.
Jillian,
when it comes to weddings specifically,
Jillian,
a lot of people
I'd like to jump in here. Jillian, I'd like to jump in here. How are you?
A little bit of a lag.
Jillian, you are so passionate about what you do, but how are you putting your own sartorial spin on the traditional Filipiniana outfits?
For me personally, I believe I'm able to put my own spin on it because all of my custom designs, I like to do one-on-one with my brides. So not only does it feature my own personal designs and my own taste when it comes to design details and silhouettes, but I also make sure the designs feature something from the bride herself and her own characteristics and things that she likes to really showcase her own personality along with my design.
And how many Filipiniana gowns have you already created? And do you only use special fabric made in the Philippines for the wedding gowns?
So by now, I'm actually reaching the 100 mark for specifically custom-made Filipiniana designs that I've made. And then when it comes to fabric, I get this question a lot about whether I use piña, which is a very popular Filipino fabric. But again, being based in Toronto, piña isn't really ideal because we have such cold and long winters. The fabric will actually tend to become brittle and break. So I actually just source a lot of my fabric locally here in Toronto. And I do have a few suppliers overseas as well.
And how do you cater to your international clients? What if you have friends or clients here in Manila who want a Jillian San Juan creation? How do they go about it? How do they have to really go to your boutique in Toronto, or you can have a Zoom meeting with them?
So we can definitely do the Zoom meeting like we are doing now. On my website, I have a custom form that sort of walks you through the process. And we do a lot of things virtually, whether that be me sending over the sketches of the designs. I have a virtual template and I can meet virtually in order to help you really measure yourself accurately. I even can send physical fabric swatches so that you can see for yourself which ones look good on your skin tone and things like that. So we definitely work around actually being able to meet physically, and a lot of it can be done virtually. And so far, it has been working with all of my international clients.
Wow, you really have been very successful. You have now more than 100 Filipiniana outfit creations. Are you planning to expand your boutiques beyond Toronto, maybe across the border in the East Coast of the US, or even set up one here in Manila?
It's definitely been something that I have been considering and thinking of. But right now, because of course the brand is my name, Jillian Joy, I do want to keep it so that I am the sole designer behind the custom pieces. But as I do expand, I plan on offering more ready-to-wear bridal options, since right now I just have ready-to-wear casual options. And in that case, once I reach that point, I can hopefully have multiple locations and stores that will offer these ready-to-wear options. But when it comes to the custom design specifically, I do love doing that myself, and I love that part of the business. So I can hopefully keep doing that until I'm not able to sew anymore.
Well, congratulations on your success, Jillian, and we are all very proud of you. And when you do visit Manila anytime soon, please visit us here at the CNN Philippines studios, and we can showcase your creations. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Jillian San Juan, owner and designer of Jillian Joy Handcrafted, joining us from Toronto, Canada.